For over 20 years, Action Renewables has been at the heart of the transition to green energy in Northern Ireland. We have provided education, consultancy and financial support to businesses and householders. Action Renewables has promoted the need to take action on climate change to reducing emissions by promoting energy efficiency, low carbon technologies and renewable energy.
Well, it might seem odd to anybody in the 20 to 30 age bracket today, but in 2003 very few people had heard about climate change, and in fact the words climate change and renewable energy were not in our everyday language. So when we were established, we had to do three things. We had to raise awareness about climate change and renewable energy. We had to measure the potential for renewable energy in Northern Ireland, and we had to talk to the political leaders about what needed to be done. In terms of the challenges that we faced in those days, I think the biggest challenge was the fact that nobody believed what we were telling them. It seemed so far-fetched. I think that all companies have highs and lows during their term of existence, if you like. The low part for us was after the DETI funding stopped and we struggled to really find our place in the world. And the irony is that really happened for us during the 2008 crash, because a lot of companies sought us out for our help, advice and guidance in terms of renewable energy. And so we found our place in the world. At least we started on that journey.
In order to achieve its charitable objectives, Action Renewables supports renewable energy generators and organisations trying to reduce energy costs and emissions at all scales and across various sectors, from homeowners to multinationals, providing guidance, support and consultancy services.
I have to say, all my dealings with Action Renewables, from the very, very first phone call right up until the present day, has been nothing but positive. I'm always on the lookout for funding opportunities, and this was a perfect one for us simply because it was saving us a significant amount of costs on our utility bills. Contractors moved in, installed the solar panels on the roof. It was a one-day operation, and after that we were up and running.
I suppose the engagement with Action Renewables was very simple. The application was made, they got in touch, and the survey was arranged. The install took place over a day. It was so simple, and it's a big asset to have on our roof. It's a big boost to the club in terms of our running costs and just in terms of trying to improve our facilities and trying to improve our carbon footprint, I suppose. And so we're very happy, very happy with the project.
B9 Energy Group started about 30 years ago as a wind farm developer in Northern Ireland here. We learned of this problem called curtailment of wind farms. At night time in particular, when the wind comes up to full strength, there isn't enough balancing electrical load, and so the system operator has to switch off the wind turbines. Once we realised in theory that electrolysis was the best way to go to provide this long duration energy storage, it was interesting that Action Renewables at that time held a series of seminars and discussions around the hydrogen economy and how it should be set up in Northern Ireland. We benefited a lot from the networking, and we have made a number of applications for grants and support that we've always had that endorsement from Action Renewables.
Through the Action Renewables Charity PV programme, we have installed 20 PV systems to date for various charities and non-profit organisations. These will offset 70,000 kilograms of CO2 annually, equivalent to the CO2 absorbed by over 3,200 trees each year. Renewable heat and electricity have grown significantly in the past 20 years, with renewable electricity accounting for at least 47% of Northern Ireland's electricity demand during 2023. This is a measure of a thriving renewables sector and demonstrates our commitment to net zero, in a time when the need for renewable energy and decarbonisation is greater than ever.
I don't think that anybody today could deny that climate change is happening and that there are consequences for the impacts of climate change around the world today. So there is a great deal more work to be done, and we have a lot more to do in Northern Ireland, both locally, nationally and globally. I would like to thank everybody who's helped us to get to where we are today and who's helped us to reach this milestone. There are too many people to name individually, but I would like to say thank you to everybody over the years who's helped us to get to where we are today.